This is the inside of the burner box. As you can see, that tube right there where your burner comes in. It goes into the box in here that you can see is opened up. It just gives a place for the flame to actually shoot in to the bottom. You can see that squirrel cage that's mounted down below. The motor is on the outside of that, and there's a shaft going through that insulated wall. So that is the back of the oven. And as you can see where that squirrel cage is, this little diamond thing, it blows into these runners that have holes sticking out that blow into the oven. And if you look in here, on the other side of the burner box is another hole. So this big box in the back is actually traps the heat, and it's just got those two squares on either side that trap the heat, and then so there's no actual flame getting to the squirrel cage, but there's a ton of heat back here in this box, and this is the other squirrel cage. So it pulls the air in from the open area, and then the actual part where it blows out blows on the opposite side of this wall into these runners down here, which then circulate the heat out. So pretty simple design. And as you can see, where you're looking at the boxes around here, and I think it's like right around here as well. And then of course there's these vents here just to kind of let some of the heat float out of the top into the oven as well. But the most of it comes from the squirrel cage, the little blower motors down here. Then if you come out, you'll also see the motor for the squirrel cage is mounted outside the oven. And I don't know if you can see it, but if you see that shaft that runs in there, that shaft comes out of the motor, it goes through the insulated panel, and the squirrel cage is just mounted on the inside of the burner box. So the motor stays out here to stay cool. You have a shaft that goes through the insulated panel and goes into the squirrel cage on the back. And then of course, on the back side of the burner box, you have an inlet to bring in fresh air. So you can get air to come in that way into the burner box from there, not just from the actual burner itself. And then of course, the front of the oven, you've got your exhaust, which of course flutes up to the outside the building. So pretty simple design and pretty simple setup. Just a matter of creating your insulated panels and skinning it and sheet metal and all that good stuff. Hope the video helps you. And as you can see where the burner is, and I know you've already seen the burner, I think you said so, it goes in here, and of course you're going to have this fin right here so it can pull air in with it as it shoots the flame in, and it goes through that tube going into the center box. But the center box actually has space around it where the motors are, and they pull their hot air from not directly inside that burner box, but from around the outside of it. So they're not taking any direct flame or anything like that.